Yeah, morning. It was a pretty good race. I think looking back on it, it's a classic. What we describe in the football world as a race of two halves, a game of two halves. At the start, it was kind of a bit frantic, a bit frenetic, and Max Verstappen was pushing people off the road, and Oscar Piastri took the lead and kind of cleared off into the distance. And the second half was very much everyone just kind of managing things and trying to manage gaps and distances. A virtual safety car kind of hampered Max Verstappen's race, so he ended up down in fourth. George Russell ended up in third. But I mean, the McLarens were so dominant yesterday, so dominant.
Yeah, and I love that bit with Lewis Hamilton where he was asking whether or not he could get past his teammate Charles Leclerc, and of course he didn't get the response as quick as he wanted, didn't he? So he said that take a tea break as well, take your time, sort of thing. And he made a little joke about it, didn't he?
Yeah, he did indeed. I mean, but the thing is, he was hoping to kind of get past Charles Leclerc quite quickly. After probably a couple of laps, he started to get a bit like, hang on, why are we taking so long to make this decision? We should have made it a couple of laps ago. And then Ferrari said, well, just hang on a second, we're making a decision. He said, all right, we'll take a tea party, as you said. And then at the end of the race, after Leclerc had gotten back past Hamilton, they came over the radio and said Carlos Sainz is 1.4 seconds behind, and Hamilton came back and said, "Oh, do you want me to let him past as well?" so it was all a little bit. It just shows that tempers were fraying a little bit in that situation.
What have you made, Tom, of Hamilton so far with Ferrari? I mean, how would you describe the start he's had?
It's been a difficult situation for him. He spent such a long time with Mercedes, with McLaren before that as well, and this is a brand new team. It's a brand new setup for him. It's brand new mechanics he's working with, and the car itself is so it's different to adapt to. It's different to change his driving style to that. So he's having to adapt to that, and he's shown in certain moments that he does have that still. Under his belt, he still has the ability to produce something excellent. Like, look at the sprint race in China where he actually won the race. Look at the sprint race in Miami over the weekend where he came from, I think, 6th or 7th on the grid to finish in 3rd. It's just those moments where it's not clicking that make it look worse, because Hamilton himself is saying, look, I'm the problem. But then at the same time, in the last few weeks, he's been saying, well, there has been a few problems with the car. We know what's wrong with it. So he's starting to shift the blame a little bit. So interesting to see how that relationship develops.
Yeah, but no such problems for the McLarens, who are absolutely flying as well at the moment, aren't they? They're looking really, really good. They seem to have got just about everything right going into this new season.
Yeah, I think you've absolutely hit the nail on the head. They've got everything absolutely spot on. And bear in mind, the rules change next year, so we're going to have different looking cars and a slightly different fuel with it. So this was the last year of these current regulations where they could really nail it, and they have absolutely nailed it. I mean, if you look at the way that they've been performing, the McLarens have been clearly the fastest cars on the grid. They've been so fast in every situation. I mean, Oscar Piastri is really coming to the fore as well as one of the best drivers on the grid. He's won 3 races in a row now, 4 this season. His championship lead is now 16 points. Lando Norris is kind of scrambling a little bit. He's in the fastest car, but he's certainly not, I wouldn't say, the fastest driver.
No.
Tom, I'm going to come in there if I may. I don't know, I lost you. I don't know if you mentioned it earlier on there. Lewis Hamilton, I mean, he's not on a great start with Ferrari, and there seemed to be another dispute. He wasn't too happy with team orders again yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, the issue with Hamilton yesterday was that they got to the situation where he and Charles Leclerc were on split strategy. So Hamilton, towards the end of the race, was on the faster tyres, and he was asking to go past Leclerc so he could try and chase down Antonelli ahead of them. But Ferrari took so long trying to decide that when the decision did come and Hamilton got ahead, his tyres were burned up and he wasn't fast enough, so they'd let Leclerc back through. So he got so frustrated with that and frustrated with the timings, and Leclerc kind of was a bit the same as well.
Tom, there was an interesting one. I mean, somebody sent me this morning. There was, I couldn't believe my eyes. Lego on the track. What was that all about? They cleared the track, didn't they?
They did indeed. And I don't know if you saw this over the weekend. It was brilliant. At the start of the weekend, they were displaying life-size model versions of F1 cars made entirely out of Lego, and I thought, oh, that's a really nice showpiece. And then when it came to the start of the proceedings yesterday, when it came to the track parade, what they normally do, they normally load the drivers onto the back of a flatbed lorry and drive them around the track and show them to all the fans. What they did, they put all of the drivers in these Lego cars and they drove around the track themselves, but then F1 drivers being F1 drivers, they started crashing into each other like it was bumper cars, and they had to spend half an hour sweeping up Lego bricks from the track surface, which was, I mean, I don't know about you, I find it bad enough when I step on a Lego brick. Could you imagine one of those in an F1 tyre?
I was just going to say, Tom, did they change the wheels on those Lego cars as quick as they do in real life?
I don't know, it might take a bit of a building block situation for them.
Brilliant, mate. Here we go. Thanks for that, Tom.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.